What's going on, everyone? John here from The Real Talk, back again with another review. And that is for Unbreakable, the 2000 film, obviously directed by M. Night Shyamalan, starring Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, and Robin Wright. And obviously, this movie is the first part in the Unbreakable trilogy, as I like to call it. I did already review for Glass. It's up on my channel, and link to that's going to be in the description down below if you guys want to see that. That's spoiler free. And this one's not going to be spoiler free. Yeah, this movie has been out for 19 years, but so if you guys haven't seen it, feel free to watch it. I highly recommend it. I'll start off with that and come back and watch the review. But yeah, I'm going to be kind of doing a. I was going to be doing like a road to Glass, but I got to see the movie early, so it's going to be kind of backwards. Later on in the week, I believe around Friday, you guys are going to be getting a review for Split, so there's that. So what can I say about Unbreakable, I saw it back. I'm not sure if I saw it in theaters, but I remember watching it as a kid. And in the time I remember watching it and kind of understanding what Unbreakable is and what a fantastic film it is was back in 2010, 2011, back in high school, and I was watching all sorts of films. I watched it and I was like, you know what? This movie has to be in the conversation for one of the best superhero movies made. It's not a comic book, related. It's not based on comic books. So, yeah, like I said, M. Night Shyamalan wrote and directed this, and I'm not, because Signs is my favorite M. Night film. Maybe Unbreakable is right there below it, but I'm not sure. I got to see his filmography and kind of rank it, if you will. I haven't seen like Lady in the Water, thankfully, and there's like one more I haven't seen, but. Anyways, so that being said, Unbreakable came out in the year 2000 and kind of just blew everybody away, but not really. I feel like it was this one kind of slowly kind of gained momentum back then. I believe, in my opinion, this one was way ahead of its time. Obviously, way before the MCU, way before even like X-Men and Spider-Man, the first one with Tobey Maguire. It kind of just took the superhero genre and kind of Watchmenized it. Before like it was a thing. Before, like I said, the MCU, DCU, and all that stuff. It kind of deconstructed that and kind of took the superhero genre into a different way. So I love this film because we as the audience are David Dunn. He's kind of just thrown into this whole kind of story of him being, unbreakable, no pun intended. He obviously, it starts off with him in that train accident. And I love how this movie starts with Mr. Glass obviously being born. And then we see a little bit of David Dunn, like a little foreshadowing to how his relationship is going to be. And I'm going to touch upon that a little bit later. There's a relationship with his wife, how it's kind of, falling apart and stuff like that. He takes away his ring. And, obviously he's in that train accident and he walks out of it. How he walks out of it? He wakes up and he doesn't have a scratch on him. He's the only survivor. So that starts off the film and kind of starts David's journey and kind of saying, hey, okay, well, who am I for real? What am I? Am I sort of like weird human being or something? But then obviously he kind of gets a little bit of guidance with Elijah Price, and that's when the movie, I feel like, gets interesting, when you have these two points of views. And in the movie later on, it's revealed obviously that Elijah has done all these horrible things to kind of meet his counterpart. And I love that about the film. Throughout the film, you kind of see David and Elijah kind of in the differences, and David kind of doesn't want to believe in that. Like he starts off in a place where he's kind of just like he's lost. He doesn't feel like he doesn't like he doesn't belong, and he's kind of distant with his son, and he's probably gonna get divorced or something, gonna get separated or split with his wife. I just had to. So he's kind of just in this place in life where like, and all of a sudden he's just thrown into, hey, I might be indestructible or whatever. Well, Elijah, all his life, he's just been Mr. Glass. Everybody, like he said, all the kids call him Mr. Glass, and just been suffering. And like he took to comic books because he said himself in the movie that that's all he can do. Just waiting in the hospital beds is read comics, and he kind of got this whole thought of like, hey, you know what? There are superheroes among us, if I'm like the end of the spectrum, there has to be my counterpart. And that's kind of what drove him to do these horrible terrorist acts and stuff like that. And just that end part alone, the performances is obviously something that I really enjoyed about this movie. That ending alone, where they finally shake hands and David realizes what Elijah has done to find him. He's the one behind everything. And man, just thinking about it now real quick, just the way M. Night kind of wrapped everything up, like in this whole trilogy, it's incredible. It's amazing. But anyways, just that scene alone, it was incredible. From Bruce Willis's performance, obviously, to Samuel's again, they both do an incredible job in this film. I think is one of both of their guys' best performances. But Bruce Willis really sells it. Like he's like about to cry. He's kind of shocked. He sells that part, and he also sells the part where he's like kind of just horrified of what he's done, because now he's at this point where he sees Elijah as a friend, and right when he sees that, and he kind of took the persona of being a superhero with, and he showed his kid, and obviously his everything's kind of going his way now. He kind of finds his place. He finds out this, and I just thought both of them did a fantastic job. So just those aspects about the film, about Elijah finding his other half, basically his counterpart, and why he's done all these things, and also David. It is a superhero film, I think so, but it has these obviously emotional, like dramatic aspects to it too as well. Like he's trying to save his marriage and stuff. Like he's trying to connect with his son, and his son is kind of just trying to like obviously like literally looking to his dad as a hero. So all that aspect's great. M. Night does an incredible job directing this. The cinematography is on point. There's a lot of great shots, and a lot of when you see Glass, there's a lot of homages to this as well, obviously. And the score by James Newton Howard is fantastic. It's awesome. It's underrated in my opinion, and it's cool to see kind of a little bit of that represented in Glass as well. So if you guys can't tell, I love this movie. Highly recommended. If you guys haven't seen it, please check it out. But if you guys have seen it, let me know on the comment section down below what you guys thought about it, and what you guys highly anticipating Glass and stuff like that. And if you guys have seen Glass, where does this rank in that Unbreakable trilogy? But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys want to catch us outside of YouTube, you guys can at The Real Talk with 2Ks on Twitter and Instagram. You guys can also follow us on Stardust, where we do early reactions as well. So until next time, we'll see you at the movies. Peace.